Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It is Candy here from SweetStamper.com, and it is Thanksgiving week here in the United States. And it is an exciting time. Many people are off work the whole week. I know the kids are out of school all week. At least most of the schools are closed this week. And I think that many of us are going to be gathering with family, friends. My single friends I know are either hanging out with somebody else or they're volunteering in some way. So there is just, it's a great celebration, Thanksgiving, and we have so much to be thankful for. I'm thankful today for you being here to join me, whether you're here live or whether you are tuning in later or watching this via YouTube. I'm very thankful for you and your support for what I do in the paper crafting world. Hi, Barb and Michelle. It was so good to spend the weekend with Barb. We had our Creative Escape was this past weekend from Thursday through Sunday here at the local Drury Inn Plaza. We have a huge ballroom and we pack it out. I say we pack it out. We put 60 crafters in there, but we have lots of space. And so we have lots of room to just have fun and enjoy one another and enjoy doing what we love. And hey, Michelle, I'm glad you're joining us from New York. I imagine it's a little bit colder where you are, but we're having nice, cool autumn weather, which I'm always super grateful for. Well, I am going to go ahead and bring the camera down because I have some packaging to show you today. Today is Teach Me Tuesday, and every week I do some kind of teaching on here. So I have a fun little packaging idea for you that I think is super useful. So let's bring the camera down and see where we go. Okay, now let me just make sure that I can see your comments. Okay, here we go. Yay. I'm actually in focus and in camera, so I think everything is pretty good. Bring this down just a wee bit. So you can see my host code is here, and that is if you're wanting to do some shopping, if you see something while I'm demonstrating that catches your fancy and think you need to have, then I encourage you to shop, invite you to shop with my host code. I'm going to show you a little bit of packaging today, and I'm super proud of this because 3D has not been my jam, but I'm really kind of pushing myself out of my self-imposed limitations, and I'm really excited about this super sweet little kind of a bag in a box. So I've got this little topper, and this just slides right off, well, theoretically. And then inside, I have one of these Butterball Tender Cuts Turkey Jerky. Now, you know, if you've been watching me at all, you know I'm pretty passionate about healthy eating. And you know, there's so much to indulge in over the holidays. This is a healthy treat, but it is a treat you can share with somebody. I love the fact that it'll go right in your handbag, or if you are a guy, you can put this in your car. This is a spicy Thai seasoned, and I actually got this at the Dollar Tree. That means it's only $1 to give a nice healthy snack to somebody. I've made this cute little bag, and then what I did, instead of closing it, well, maybe like with ribbons or something, I made this little topper for it. And so you can just squeeze your bag together at the top and then put that little topper on it, and it holds it nice and snug and in place. So I'm thinking that you can make a lot of these during the holidays for this treat or other treats that you want to put inside. Now I'm featuring today this really awesome designer series paper, and it's called Heartwarming Hugs. Let me give you my little sampler sheet here to show you. This designer series paper was actually debuted in last year's holiday catalog, and it made it back to this year. So it's all in Mossy Meadow, Real Red, and Pear Pizzazz. Having said that, you know, I brought in Old Olive here, and you can see Old Olive is the counterpart to Pear Pizzazz, the darker counterpart. So, you know, there's just a lot you can do with these colors in bringing out some other shades. I love this because I did this as more of a Thanksgiving vibe, because the stamp set that I'm using is Little Delights. If you have not added this to your collection, you're going to want to grab this before it's gone from the holiday catalog. So I believe this is a $17 stamp set. I usually have the price on here and I don't. But you have a little bit of Halloween, you have a little bit of Christmas, you have birthday. You're such a blessing. I mean, that is not just for Thanksgiving, it's for any time of year. You have some fall leaves, bats, kind of more like a wintry bough, but honestly that could be, you know, for any time of year. You've got a little party hat and a little Christmas bulb. So there's a lot to love here for just $17. And the other thing I'm bringing in is I'm using my favorite tailor-made tags, and I use the largest of the straight-edged one. So let me show you what we're going to do to get this little bag made. Super easy, super fun. Hey Valerie, I'm glad you're joining us for a little bit of holiday packaging. Practical, easy, but very, very stylish and cute. So again, this would easily go for a guy or a gal, and with my healthy treat. Okay, we are going to take a piece of 12 by 12 paper, and I'm going to cut it down to 12 by 8. So you can get, you know, one of these out of a single sheet of Designer Series paper, and then you have enough left over to make a couple of cards. So 12 by 8. And I'm using my paper trimmer. And now I'm going to take this piece out. And while I have the short side in here, I'm going to use my scoring blade. And I'm going to score at 1 inch on the short side. And I can just bring that down right like so. I'm going to score. And then I'm going to turn it to the long side. And now I'm going to score again at, let me go this way. I better go this way, or I'll confuse myself. Okay, I'm going to start at 1 inch, and then I'm going to go to 5.5, and I'm going to have these measurements out on my email news this afternoon. So if you're not already part of my email news, you're going to want to join that. Subscribe to that. You can unsubscribe at any time, but I will tell you, I get a lot of kudos for my email news. I try to give you lots of useful information as well as inspiration. Okay, so that's all of my scoring done. I'm going to put my trimmer aside. And isn't that a lovely red? I thought since I had done my sample in more of a Thanksgiving mode, this one I would do in a more Christmas mode. Okay. Now, we are going to score. I mean, we've already scored. Now we're going to crease and just make sure that all of our fold lines are really nicely creased. And you know, when you have this really heavily patterned paper, my top tip is to just feel, and you'll be able to feel that little bump across there. And then you know that you are at the right spot where there is a score line. Now I had 4 score lines, so that means I've got another one in here somewhere. There it is. That's another thing that will help you, is where you have your score lines written down. You know, okay, I've creased 3, I need to crease 1 more. Now I'm going to come along here with my paper snips, and I'm going to make some little V's at each score line. So I'm just mitering these little guys right here, and that's going to make sure that when I fold up my box, it is really nice and trim, and I don't have any big, thick, gunky bits down in my, you know, where I'm trying to fold it up. And I am going to just miter that edge as well, and this edge as well. Easy peasy, super easy. Okay, now I am ready to just bring this together and fold it right on here. And you can see how my bag is coming together. So it's kind of a box, kind of a bag, and technically it's a box, but I'm going to use it more like a little pouch. Now, what I like to do personally is I like to make sure I have a really strong seal here. And so you can either use your tear and tape, or if you're lazy stamper like me, you will use your Seal Plus, just because it's so quick. Now, I will say though, it's not forgiving at all. So you're going to want to make sure that you get it where you want it when you go to fold. Okay, now I'm going to fold these in, and all I need to do is put adhesive on one of these. I only need adhesive on one. So I'm going to put adhesive right there. And that's all the adhesive I'm going to need on this, which is pretty swift. Okay, that is it. Now, I oftentimes like to take my bone folder and go way down the bottom and just kind of press that into place so that I'm sure that my adhesive is adhering and keeping my little box in place. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put my little bit of Butterball, and I'm just kind of bring it in just a little bit, because make sure, oh yeah, it goes down there really, really nicely. And if you needed your box to be shorter or longer, you could extend the 12 by 8 to 12 by 10 or 12 by 6 or whatever. I wanted it to completely cover my little pouch of jerky. Now I'm making a little topper here, and this piece of Real Red is 4 3/4 by 3, and I've scored it at 1 1/2. Now what I like to do is take my little stapler, and you could take, Stampin' Up! Used to sell these. We don't anymore. But any kind of a small craft stapler will work, or even just an office stapler. But I get it all the way to the edge, because now I'm going to squeeze this in, and then I'm going to just open up my little topper and tuck that in like so. And that enables me to close my top securely, but it also enables the person who's receiving this to open the bag without having to rip open the top. You see? It keeps it nice and trim and tidy. So now I am going to take my little tag. I thought that since I had a lot of red on here, I would go with white. And let's see what we can do here. I'm going to use the greeting from the Little Treats, and I'm going to stamp it in Real Red. Really pretty scripty fonts in this stamp set. And I'm going to do it like so, because I know I'm going to put a bow up here. So let's put Merry Christmas down here. And then I thought it'd be kind of fun to use this little Christmas bulb. So let's see if we can make some little Christmas bulbs going across here. So let's see if we can get, there's like a little bubble in that stamp. Let's go with a red one down here. And then, isn't that cute? I need to clean this stamp, because not only am I going to have a red bulb, I'm going to put a green bulb up here at the top. So this is Old Olive I'm bringing in. Let's put a green bulb there. And then I think I'm going to try a yellow one. So let's try, I want to get that ink pad on there. Let's try a little crushed curry and see what we think. A little crushed curry there. Oh, I think that looks super festive. Some nice bright colors on there, because again, we got a lot of red, and I'm getting ready to put a red bow on there too. So that's going to kind of break it up a little bit, and actually that bulb may end up getting covered up quite a bit. But let's just see how we get on. Now, once again, I'm going to bring in my Seal Plus, and the Seal Plus is different from the Seal in the sense that it is a stronger adhesive, and it's really meant more for boxes and things, although some people just use the Seal Plus for everything. Oh, the wrong one. I got the one that was empty. Some people use Seal Plus for even their card making, and that's fine. Whatever works best for you. That I'm going to put like so. I put my Seal Plus at the top. Again, that way my little topper can pop right off. And then I've tied a bow out of this super cute ruffled ribbon. Wow, that's a lot of red. Let's see, maybe we're going to use a little white. Hang on. I think we need a little white. I think we got a little too much of a good thing with that red ribbon going. As cute as that ribbon is for this, I think we might use this sparkle ribbon. This is the glittered organdy ribbon, and I love the shine. I think that's going to be a little better fit for what we are doing for this little treat bag. Now you could put chocolates and other things in here. I've chosen to put a little healthy treat in here because it is still a treat even if it is healthy. So I know that either of my sons would love this. I think about in Texas we have a lot of hunting this time of year, and I know in many parts of the country this would be a great little thing for a hunter to, you know, tuck into a hunter's bag when they're heading out for the weekend, to let them know that you're thinking about them and wishing them some excellent, successful hunting. Let me grab a mini glue dot, and then we are done and dusted. See how quick and easy that is? I think this little treat bag is going to be a help to you. You know, it's also large enough that you could probably put like a little pair of mittens down in there. You could probably put maybe a pair of socks in there if they were not the real thick woolly ones, but just like a sports sock. So I think that we've got some fun things there. Now I used these on my original, and I think I will use them again here. Let's see what we can come up with. How does the gold look? I need something that's going to give me a little bit, oh yeah, a little bit of sparkle. You know, I think I'm going to use rhinestones. Yeah, the white bow is better, isn't it, Melissa? I think so too. I appreciate your input as always. I love it when you guys, see, I think this is going to pick up the white ribbon. So I think I'm going to use just our traditional rhinestones. The red rhinestones, again, it's just too much red. So I think that, and I think the others didn't, these, as pretty as they are, I wanted something that's going to pick up the light just a little bit more and kind of reflect this. This is, it's a clear with just a lot of shimmer. So I think that, let's just grab, oh yeah, that's going to make it. That's going to make it shimmer and shine just right. And you know what would be kind of fun? I wonder if I can get these. Let's see if I can just kind of do like this. And then let's do like this. And voila, I think we are done. So again, if you are not already on my email list, you want to be there so that you will get my tutorial for this. I'm going to give you the tutorial with all the measurements and everything so that you can make my cute, quick little treat bags for the holidays. You could use any stamps you have on hand. I do love this. This is the Little Treats stamp set. Is what I used, and it is number 156527. That's the item number. And I used the Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper. So quick, easy, cute little packaging for your holiday treats. Well, I am going to love you and leave you. I've got lots to do. I've been trying to play catch up, having been gone for the whole weekend with hanging out with my ladies and having a blast at Creative Escape. Hey, Claudia, I'm glad you're here. So make sure that if you're tuning in later that you just comment replay. I appreciate that ever so much. And if you're watching via YouTube, please give me a thumbs up. That helps me so much. And be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. And even those of y'all here on Facebook, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel and it's just Candy Rattray, then I download all of my Facebook Lives there. Sometimes they get a little bit lost in the shuffle on the Facebook feed if you don't catch them that day. And so, and I also have them categorized into playlists. So like all of my Teach Me Tuesdays are in one spot. And that way, if you've missed something or you're looking for something, it's a lot easier to find. So my Simple and Stepped Up are in one spot, my hashtag Simple Stamping, and techniques and different things. So you can find me readily in both places. I have lots of things I've got in the works and planning. So take care and God bless. Oh, Gail, thank you so much. I appreciate that vote of support for my videos. That helps me so much. And I will be back on Tuesday. There will be no Simple and Stepped Up stamping this Thursday. It is Thanksgiving Day here in the U.S., so I will be having a Thanksgiving meal with my family, and right about the time I would typically be on here. So cooking will be in the final stages, and hopefully dinner will be just about on the table. So I wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving, and again, I'm very thankful for you. I'll see you next week on Tuesday. Take care and God bless.